on, guys? This is Coolcrap567, and we're going to be starting the first official Coolcrap567 podcast. I'm here with 4 other members of Apache. I'm here with Victor,
Yerd,
Chipmunk,
what's good, guys?
Mike Hag,
What's going on?
and Lucas.
what's on, dude?
To the right of me, I got Victor. We've known each other for 3 years. It's kind of a crazy story of how we met, but essentially, we went to the same Airsoft facility for a little bit, and I didn't know exactly who you were. You were kind of always like in the background. I knew Biscuit. Biscuit's another one of our good friends, and I don't know, we weren't like really chill until a certain occasion.
Oh god, that's right.
Somebody essentially started talking shit about somebody else's mom,
That's right.
and as soon as like the game was over, we fucking said, "Yo, let's pull up." And we fucking pull up, and you were there. Out of all the people, I'm like, oh, I know this fucking kid. So I said, what's up? Victor dapped me up, and we were chill from that. And that's essentially how we met.
I had to pull up to a high school parking lot where this meeting was arranged.
So we fucking pull up, and it was like about like 5 or 6 of us. And the kids didn't show, but essentially we fucking pulled up. And after that, we were just like, all right, I like this kid. This kid's fucking... We're here.
We're there.
We're there. Chipmunk, how the fuck did I meet you? Unfortunately, you're here with us. How did I meet you?
I think it was Lucas who originally introduced me to you. I think it was like 5-6 years ago. It was,
me.
It was a long time ago. And I just remember we met then, and there was another certain very large person that introduced me to you. And I guess we've been friends since then.
You've always been kind of like a background person. You were always there in the background because I do remember you from like 3 years ago.
It was a long, long 3 years.
And we all go to the same like Airsoft facility, so we're all really good friends.
Great airsoft facility.
Yeah.
And then now to the left of me, we got Lucas.
Hey guys, so pretty interesting story how me and Chris met. We were at the same vaping competition, and needless to say, me and Chris both made it to the finals. Chris put up a good fight.
Puffing those clouds.
He had some pretty big clouds that he puffed, but I was just able to pull through and be able to beat him. So good
Pulled out
fight, and
just
it's
in
like
time.
after that, like me and him, we started vaping together in Tanger with our foams and backwards hats on. Bros since day one.
Alright, you're not gonna let me live that down. Alright, this is what happened. I didn't know who Lucas was. I knew his channel, and originally when I saw Lucas's videos, I'm like, this kid's a fucking piece of shit. I'm like, I was ready to go keyboard commando and be like, yo, you did this wrong, you did that wrong, fuck you, and this is when I was like first starting off my YouTube channel, and I was like, all right, typing it all out, ready to send, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just starting my channel, let me not like start problems with anybody. So I never fucking said anything. And then a mutual friend was like, hey, can my friend Lucas come play with us? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I thought that he was talking about a different Lucas because there was like already another kid in the group called Lucas. So we're like, all right, yeah, sure, man. And I'm here watching fucking Man of Steel. I specifically remember I'm there in the movies, and this kid's like, yo, hey, man, can I play with you? It's Lucas. Can I play with you? I'm like, yeah, man, you know, we play together. You don't have to ask me. And so I was like, yeah, come through. The next day, this kid shows up, and it's like a completely different person. I'm like, who the fuck is this? I'm like, all right, whatever, yo, we're gonna play together. You're here. What's up? And from that day on, we became... Lucas is probably my oldest friend now that I still talk to.
Airsoft buddy.
Airsoft buddy.
Airsoft buddies are forever.
Last introduction we want to just get over with is Mike Hag.
Fuck you, Mike.
Yeah, just the biggest fucking piece of shit. Like, everybody says that I'm the fucking boogeyman, I'm the fucking piece of shit. But you don't know this kid the way we fucking know him.
Mike takes the cake.
He's a vape god.
But essentially what happened was 2 friend groups merged, and then we got Mike out of it, unfortunately. So, but whatever, we're
Mike's
here.
the fucking Satan baby.
We're here eating this food. Just chilling.
I try my best.
All right, yo. Now, I just want to talk on a really controversial topic. I already know the answer, but is Airsoft dying?
Is airsoft dying? Well, according to our local airsoft facility, we are the ones that make airsoft die. So, what are your comments on that?
You know, we're kind of looked at as bad people, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. But
Misunderstood.
we're misunderstood, yeah. I think right now, airsoft is not at a good place. It is for anywhere, because I know a couple people out in fucking California. I know somebody in the UK, and he's just like, shit's pretty bad right now. Like, it's not
fucking
just
rough.
Yeah, it's not like we're fucking. It's not like the glory days. It's not that. It's not in a
The
good
fucking
place.
dark ages of airsoft.
So it's. I think it's dying. I have no doubt that it's dying, and that's. I feel like nobody wants to say that because I have fucking tens of thousands of dollars invested in this. I know you guys have a lot of fucking money invested in this, but
Sadly.
it's just like,
Seriously.
Chipmunk. All right, no. Chipmunk cannot say sadly because how many guns do you have?
this kid is buying a new gun every fucking
24
day.
guns.
24
Chipmunk has
guns.
24 fucking guns.
Actually, no.
They are all stock. All stock. Like
Not true.
Then you're not
okay.
There's a lot of them that are not stock. All 3 of my PTWs are not stock.
All
and
3 of your
all 4 of my
PTWs
recoil shots
that
are
you
not stock.
don't use. You won't use your PTWs because you're scared they're gonna go down.
I'm not scared they're gonna go down. It's just using them. I don't know. I'd rather use my recoil shock and use it because I like to do kits. And
I read somewhere that the CEO of Sistema said they're only meant to last 1,000 rounds.
Yeah, the motors are not the older the
1,000 rounds.
The 7511s weren't meant to. I know the 7511s weren't as nice, and obviously a lot of people can attest to that to the 490s, and that's a really big thing with a lot of Sistema users, and also in a lot of the Sistema groups is that the 7511s do not really live a lot, and there's a certain individual in England that really knows how to fix them and make them work really well. And I was fortunate enough to have one of my guns. Actually, it's a kind of more of a rare PTW, the Sistema TW5, which is based off the MP5. If
I'm so
anyone
proud
knows-
of that gun, but just, you know,
Yeah, honestly-
it's not well loved among the group.
Listen, I mean, I love that gun. I've never used it. I have one mag
I used
for
it to wipe my ass.
Yo, lately, me and like a couple other members, like we just been looking at like old school fucking TMs. Like I've been playing too much Rainbow, and I'm like, yo, since Habana's Bay, I want to get that TM type. What is it? The
Type 89.
Is it the 89?
Yeah,
I,
88.
Fuck.
Tokyo Marui makes one. I want one just because I use it in that fucking game.
Honestly, like one of the best guns that I ever had, and I still can attest to it. I'm actually trying to get it back now. It was a TM MP5 SD. Now, if you know me, I mean, like I really love MP5s. I know everyone else hates them and thinks it's the stupidest thing ever. But I know,
9 mil.
I just love MP5s. And I don't know what it is. I mean, I had a VFC one.
Actually, Mike, this is airsoft, so caliber doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's
They're
true.
all 6 mil.
All 6 mil.
I mean, I've had
Just waiting for that 8 mil fucking Scar Age. You know?
seriously. I have the Sistema one. I had a VFC one. I had the TM one, the TM MP5 SD. I had the TM MP5K, and I also had the VFC gas blowback MP5 A5. It's the biggest piece of shit ever. I mean, nothing. I'm sorry, but VFC gas blowbacks
Alright.
are such shit.
All right.
But
Is airsoft dying though?
But I mean, I've worked at an airsoft facility. Most of you probably know me because of that. I've worked at a certain airsoft facility for coming on almost 3 years now. I mean, yeah, seriously, coming on a very long time. And honestly, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the quality of player, but when I started working there, I really saw that there were a lot of kids that really knew what they were talking about. And honestly, now, at least the last year or so, last 2 years, all I've seen is kids that don't want to really learn anything. They just come in. They don't do any prior research. And a lot of getting involved with something and really building something up is knowing research, doing research on things, and not just getting babied and
Well,
asking people for
I don't
total
think
advice.
that like back in the day you had people that like knew what they were doing. It was just people that like kind of had the ambition to like, I don't know. I guess I want to say have fun, because now it's like,
The
yo,
majority of the people just want to be speed softers. Everyone wants to use
Oh,
a Polar Star, run
let's-
around as fast as
It's-
you
it's
want,
not
as
even-
more,
hold
and
on.
shoot as fast
Let's
as
talk
you
about
start.
that.
So you're making fun of me.
Every
Essentially.
kid. Listen, I don't care. I like Polar Stars. I still have one.
I got rid of all mine. I
I-
don't think I've said that,
sold
but
mine.
I
too.
just
I sold-
found my
I
Polar
sold all
Star
mine.
underneath my couch. In my fucking.
I
look-
found a KWA underneath, an MP7 underneath my bed, and I was like,
I look.
Oh, damn.
I'm cleaning my spare room, and I look under the fucking couch, and I'm like, oh, I just found this, and I made a post on it on Instagram. I was like, I didn't even realize I fucking found this. I didn't even realize I had one anymore.
Yo, I have no problem with Polar Stars. Yo, honestly, if everybody had a Polar Star, like, nothing would really change. It's just, I feel like a lot of people, they would just have a lot more fun if they were constantly wrapped in bubble wrap, maybe. Maybe that would help.
Yeah, the longer we've been playing, like, when we first started playing, I first started playing, like, 4 or 5 years ago. And to be honest, the longer I've been playing, the more people have been bitching. Like, when I first started playing, like, people didn't complain. It was easy. You know, you got shot a lot. Like, when I first started going to Strike Force, I wasn't good. I would never did good. I would always walk back to spawn and everything. But, it is what it is. You get better. I never got laced up, bitched, and went home and never came back. I always came back, and I'm pretty good at it. And
Yo, that's the one thing that I saw too. It's like, yeah, nobody's coming in to like fucking destroy. Nobody's gonna be good on their fucking first time playing. Nobody.
that's
I
what
don't care.
everyone thinks.
Yeah, it's like, yo, it's like I've seen people that like supposedly are all trained and like they do terrible because it's a different mindset. I'm not saying like I'm not saying to have like if you have a realistic mindset going into this that you're gonna do any good because I have no experience in that. But it's just like it's a different way of playing. There's no fear of death when you're playing. There's a lot of different things, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But too many people come into this and just I don't want to blame it on Call of Duty that they just expect it to be like a video game, but it's not. And I don't know, it's not the way it used to be. And I feel like it's been on the decline for a while, and it's not just like the Northeast, it's everywhere that people are just saying, hey, this is fucking stupid, I don't want to play no more.
I feel like, but this like speed softing crowd isn't really over here too much. I feel like the more videos that you look at in like California and shit, I'm not shitting on them or anything, but I'm saying like every video that you see from like fucking what is it, SC Village and anywhere else, there's everyone that goes there has a fucking paintball mask and a backpack and they run around with a fucking Polar Star.
I just want to
lacing kids.
I don't have a problem with that. I have no problem with that. Like if that's the way you want to play. And that's a play style you have to use over there, then fine. That's it, my opinion. But, I don't know, I feel like it's on the decline.
I mean, I don't know. Again, working there, I've seen a lot, and I think a lot of the times that people infer that gear and having cool kit and just looking cool, having quote-unquote cry and LBT and Eagle and all those real brands and all that cool shit and expensive shit makes you a good player. And
It has nothing to do with it. Like,
Yeah.
you can ask Chris. Like,
Yeah,
when I first started off playing, I was running around with a $75 plastic AK and a paintball mask.
I remember
just
that
destroying people.
Same thing.
And I was making people lose their minds. It doesn't have to do with the gear, it doesn't have anything to do with that. It has to do with you having the balls to run up and say, all right, if I get shot, it is what it is, you got to deal with it. If you can get past that and you can deal with the fear of running up and getting shot, you're going to be good. Because you'll eventually find ways where you can get around people and you can get behind them. And it's not the hardest thing in the world to do. I do it all the time. And if you watch my YouTube videos, you know that. It's all about just facing fear, the fear of getting pretty much lit up.
It really doesn't hurt.
With an airsoft gun, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Is it gonna hurt? Yeah, in the moment, but after 30 seconds after it, you're like, whatever.
Yo, it's like, I feel like back in the day, like, the walk-ons or the rentals, they weren't, like, they didn't really, like, have too much of a problem. Like, they
but
got
they would
shot.
go and they would have fun.
Yeah.
Like, even me, when I used to go as a fucking rental, I'm not gonna lie, yo, I would fucking sit in the spawn until a motherfucker that actually looked cool with, like, a helmet and goggles and a fucking face mask.
It would just start moving.
Yeah, they would start running up. They'd be like, "Yo, let's go," and I would get fucking
Yes,
hyped.
sir.
I'd be like, "Yo,
Yeah,
let's
let's
fucking yeah." I was mad young, so I was like, yeah, "Oh yeah, let's fucking go," and that was like, I kind of like idolized that as like an airsoft
That's
player.
why I think, because in the local field that we go to, it could be fucking 30 on 5 of us, or 5 of us, and then like 5 rentals. And when those rentals, like, they see that like people know what to do, they know, like, fucking.
when they
alright.
see us playing, they have more confidence to run.
Exactly.
Not scared to get shot.
Yeah, so it's a huge thing of the mindset, because honestly, like, if a fucking rental sees you charging into a room, they're gonna go and they're gonna get your back and they're gonna do a lot better than they than what they would have normally done.
Standing by himself.
On their own, yeah.
Yo, the other day they took like, do you know? You remember when they had one person spawn on far side, one team spawn on far side, one team spawn on close side, and they put us exactly in the middle.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was,
And
it was
some
like 7 of us on like
it was-
60 on 60. It was like,
yeah.
I think it was 100.
It was like,
60 and 7.
and they gave us like a whole bunch of rentals, and we were able to hold off getting shot from the back and from the front.
It's mentality, to be honest. I think it's also an intimidation factor seeing someone with the amount of kit that we
Yeah.
have running at them.
You don't get superpowers from.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
know.
Like,
I
but
know.
I understand.
You do not get a force field from wearing like a $700 plate carrier with like.
I understand where he's
$50
coming
pants
from.
and shirt.
Yeah,
I
Because-
promise you that.
I'll tell you what, like, when I first started playing, I had like shit gear. I went there with like a Zoo York sweatshirt, sweatpants, and a fucking paintball mask.
wait, back in the day, you had Pantech, which is not real gear. Yo, you were a fucking.
You
It was
you,
shit,
yeah,
yo.
you
I
were the
had
shit.
Pantech
Yeah, like-
You had a Coyote Brown 609 U4.
But that was
I
before.
I was like one of the only ones with a multicam.
Yeah, but
Pantech
you would look at
694,
someone-
With your 511 multicam set, you were the shit.
I had 511 multicams, and I ran them for so long. I ran 511 fucking pants and shirt multicam, a fucking Mopsy, and like a Toys R Us helmet. And
And you
I
just put
got-
in that work.
I was putting in work, and then I got a fucking Sistema, and I was running around with a Mopsy and a fucking Sistema.
Did the same shit. When I got my Polar Star, I was like when Polar Stars first came out, I was like one of like 5 people who had one at the place we go.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was awesome when like, cause it was a new gun, no one really had them, and it was just so cool because they shot so fast, and there was nothing else like it. It was awesome, and you know, the more I played, I would much rather have a gun that's extremely accurate than having a gun that can shoot unbelievably fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with
If I
that.
could shoot someone at double the range.
I don't think
Much rather
anybody
have that.
right now. Currently, nobody runs Polar Stars, right?
No,
I sold
Out of
mine.
us?
Yeah, out of
Or
us.
my TM.
I have
Lucas has.
Lucas has one, but he
Chipmunk
doesn't
has.
run it though.
Yeah.
I haven't used
What
my
is
Polar
he
Star.
using?
I haven't used my
KWA
Polar Star in a while.
It depends on where we play, like, especially considering, like, you gotta take into account, like, the circumstances, like, especially if you play indoors versus outdoors, like, if you were to put a Polar Star with a higher powered nozzle in it, and if you put a longer barrel, like, you can get distance with a Polar Star,
Yeah.
and you can still get the speed, but you gotta take into account the factor that if you want it to be accurate, you might have to sacrifice shooting fast.
Yeah,
But
you can,
the thing is like, it's not all about shooting fast. It's about honestly being accurate and shooting people where you know that they're gonna feel it and they're gonna go out, because that's the thing. Like, if you get up behind people, like, you don't shoot them in the plate carrier.
yeah.
You're gonna
You
shoot them wherever you're gonna hit them.
What I usually do is, if I come up behind someone, is I'll aim for like their calves where I know that they're gonna feel it, because the biggest thing that I hate is when I get up behind people, especially when it's like there's times I might get up behind the whole team and I shoot them and then I run by and then they start shooting me. That just absolutely
All right,
drives
I
me
just want to
insane.
acknowledge
yeah,
that
that's a whole-
Lucas has the superpower. When people fucking see him, they lock up. I don't know how he fucking does it, but when people see Lucas, they just lock up, and then Lucas just shoots him. It's actually kind of weird.
I'll tell you what. There was a time where I ran into a room, and I'm not proud of this. I'm not like glorifying this in any way, but I ran into a room and shined my Surefire at some kid. Now the kid was like a deer in headlights, and so he fucking tosses his gun in the air and runs out of the fucking
I
room
remember
full
that.
speed.
I remember that.
Yeah, also another thing that Lucas was bringing up, like, people say that we overshoot. We kind of have, like, that bad thing. But I'm going to be completely honest. When I shoot somebody, let's say, like, I got an upgraded gun. I shoot 4 times in the direction. I got my sight on that person. Most likely, one of those are not going to hit them.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
It's an airsoft gun. It's
yeah.
not completely
so most
consistent.
likely one of those aren't going to hit him. Now
Or-
the second one might hit him. He might not feel that second one. If the even if you have clothes, like if you wear like a sweatshirt, it might hit the sweatshirt and you might not feel it because it has to like push out all that air. Like let's say I hit somebody in the arm and it's like a puffed up sweatshirt, it's gonna like knock out that air. That third one or possibly that fourth one's gonna hit him and he's gonna feel that. So it's like when you see somebody getting laced up, it's not essentially that they're feeling all those rounds. It's like they're feeling 2 of them or possibly 3.
No, you won't feel it. Your adrenaline's going. You're only gonna feel the first couple shots.
Exactly.
Or like they say, like when you at the place we go, you need to shoot multiple times because there's been times that we go and we've talked to the people that work there and everything. They're like, all right, listen, just take it easy, and we'll take it easy. We'll go We won't do anything stupid like we won't go past like halfway through the field
Yeah, it's been
on
so much,
purpose.
It's been so
And
much.
there's
that we
still
limit
people
ourselves to where
that'll
we
say
go.
that we're like spawn trapping or overshooting. And the point is, like, why we quote unquote overshoot. Every time I shoot someone, if they don't call it, I'm gonna shoot you until I see your hand is raised. I'm not gonna shoot you like twice and then you're gonna turn around a corner and then start like blind firing or shooting back. Like, that is like the most pointless thing to me ever. So I'm gonna keep shooting until I see your hand up. Once your hand is up, that's it.
I was taught by someone, one of the guys who mentored me with playing. Can't exactly say his name, but he basically told me I only aim and I only see floating heads and floating necks. And unfortunately, that's how I was trained. That I keep my gun 5 to 6 feet up in the air because honestly, that's the only place people see, and that's the only place people feel it. If you're getting BBs to the face, you're getting BBs to the throat, you're gonna feel it. It's not like you're getting shot in the plate carrier, you're getting shot in the arms, we might not feel it. Also, I mean, everyone might not want to say it, but I mean, I will. I shoot until I see hands. Until your hand is raised,
That's
I
what
will
I've been
shoot.
saying.
And
But see,
I know
that could be seen as a real life application too, because let's be honest, if you were to shoot someone with 5.56,
No, we can't. We're not bringing real.
Yeah, we're not shooting.
We can't do that. We
in
can't
a real
do
life
that.
scenario, you only need to shoot someone once, but in an airsoft scenario, people obviously, like Chris was saying, everybody else, they're not gonna feel it. They might not feel that first round, especially considering we already went over this, that airsoft guns are not accurate. So you could be aiming, let's say you could be aiming to shoot someone in the head and it could hit their plate carrier, because airsoft guns are not the most consistent thing in the world.
Yo, the amount of people that I have spray at me from like across the field, just spraying that Polar Star, they're just lacing up the wall next to me, and they're just swearing they're hitting me.
That's the thing too. It's like airsoft guns aren't accurate. We try to make our guns as accurate as possible. A couple of us have like real sights on it. A couple of real EOTechs out there that we kind of know. Like if we're aiming the general direction, like we're gonna get you. And I don't really necessarily have that big of a problem with cheating because when I shoot somebody, like I know I'm getting them and I know I'm shooting them enough that they're gonna feel it and they're gonna walk out. Because if somebody like has their gun pointed at you, sometimes you just need to shoot them a couple more times so they'll put their gun up and that's it. Like it's only a matter of time to like, you know, I don't want to say like everybody's like, oh, airsoft guns don't hurt, but they kind of hurt.
They sting a little bit.
Yeah, you get shot enough, you're gonna want to
You
fucking.
know it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna want to.
You don't know it.
You're gonna want to like fucking. All right, put your hand up. I'm tired of getting shot. So that's one thing.
That's like the other biggest thing is like there's times where you go up behind someone, you shoot them, like like anybody who's played airsoft before, they know when you get shot in the legs, you feel that. You know that you feel that, and you know that you have to go out.
What about the fucking face?
Oh my god, the
It
nipple's
also
the
depends.
worst.
There's
Have you ever
times-
got shot in the nipple?
That you feel, but see, there's times where you shoot people in those spots where there's a lot of nerve endings, and you feel it. Like, and then they turn around and start shooting back at us. Like, yo, like we know that they hit. Like, have so many videos of where I shoot someone, they cringe up
And then shoot
and then
back.
turn around and start shooting me,
Or the-
and then they wonder why I continue to shoot them. They're like, oh, why are you shooting me?
The best is where the facility that we go to, there's no minimum engagement distance. I think rightfully so. I think
Yeah,
that's fucking
that-
stupid.
Yeah,
Minimum engagement distance is fucking retarded in a CQB field.
Yep.
If 350 is the limit, and then 320 is the limit for Polar Stars because they're
280
scared.
now.
280
280
at
now.
our field that we go to. It's
Well,
280
jewel-
because of
jewel
jewel
creep.
creep.
Yeah, jewel creep.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
I'm just gonna say
you
this,
don't need. Hold on.
FPS
They're
does not
Polar
matter.
Stars are so consistent. They are probably the most consistent airsoft guns with FPS. I don't know. Is that like the same thing
I
with
mean-
jewels? Is
I
there
mean-
jewel creep in a Polar Star?
Yeah, just because of the PSI. I mean, last week we had a kid. There was a kid running around on the field. I think his PSI was at 150, and he was shooting, I think, like 510.
But
like, you
because-
could hear BBs exploding on the walls. It was
Because
really
he
bad.
did that himself.
Yeah,
though.
he
He
did that
went
himself.
on the
Yeah.
field and cranked that bitch up.
If
Yeah.
he
And
would have
was like,
followed the
yo-
rules, there would have been no problem.
Unfortunately, that's the problem with Polar Stars is, I mean, with mine, I hate the line and the tank thing. I had something called the Airstock. It's the Red Line, I believe, is the company's making it. Red Line Airstock, and basically it's a standard, looks kind of like a wire stock. You screw the little smaller paintball tank out of it on it, and you get about 500 to 600 shots. And honestly, I want a gun that's more realistic, and that's why I put that on there. Even though It's just the Polar Star aspect, but I don't have the line and tank. But with a Polar Star, you can change your FPS, and you can just with the adjustment of an Allen key, or even just a knob, and just with a regular AEG, it's not really something you could do. Even if you adjust the hop up, I mean, you're only getting another 10 to 15 FPS up or down with an AEG, and then also you got to worry about the fact that your BBs are going to start dropping, which is something that someone brought up to me today, actually. And again, overall, I think Polar Stars are a great thing, and I think that they could be used well, but I think people don't know how to use them correctly.
Take
They
advantage.
take
hold on,
advantage.
hold on. Is Airsoft dying?
Is Airsoft dying?
All right.
Yes,
might
yeah,
be-
hold on,
yeah,
time out. It's a
yeah.
yes or no now.
It might be dying to us because we've been playing for a good majority,
It's
like
dying.
a good amount of time.
I just missed
I've
the
been playing
good
for-
fucking days where I would go. It would be summer. All right, so it was probably like
You're not the only one that misses these good
three
days.
3 years ago now.
It's
Over
more
the
than that for me.
summer,
It's like 5 years.
I would literally go like 4 fucking days a week to this place, and there would always be over 150 people on a CQB field. Now that was fucking
And
fun.
this is
I
when
would.
the field, like, did you go when before they made the field bigger?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when it was the small
The
version?
original
The smaller
That
field.
was the best when the field was like that.
I remember.
All Chris's his old videos were the fucking best.
Yeah,
like,
best.
But
oh,
like,
now here's the thing in the CQB field. This is what I wanted to get to. Now, if you had a field that it's more of shooting from cover to cover, like one person behind one wall and another person behind another wall, shooting back and forth instead of moving from cover to cover, I feel like, oh man, the place that we go to now, there's a lot of like shit everywhere.
Yo, let's just. I love the place that we go to. Don't get me wrong. Like, if we didn't love this place, we wouldn't have been going on for years and years.
I've been
Like,
going for.
I've been
6-7
going.
years now.
I remember like. I've been going there since it opened. I wasn't going as much, but
Oh, wait.
I love this
What are you
place that
doing,
we
man?
go to. Now, it's not in the best. It's not in the best position field wise. Is anybody else?
so like,
I don't really think that right now the
I
field
think
that we
there's
go
too
to.
much stuff.
Yeah, too much sauce.
Yeah.
I've said
like,
there's
like,
too much
what's it-
stuff.
Like
on
when
it.
they first made the field, like I remember back when they were just adding on, like they were making that field bigger, and we were pretty much playing in a wide open warehouse where there was just like a few cones and stuff to hide behind.
Buildings.
That was the most fun that I've probably ever had there. Like there were just a few cones and stuff. Like I remember, like this was back. I don't even know how
Yeah.
long ago.
How are
I've
you gonna
said
speed
it-
soft,
5
bro?
years ago.
How are you gonna speed soft in that though, bro?
I don't. Yo, you gotta take a risk. You gotta take the risk that you're gonna run up and not get shot. But
You
Yo,
gotta take the risk
the-
that you're
but
gonna
the
run into
thing
a room
is-
with 12 people and get your
exactly.
fucking asshole
But
ripped
see, the
out.
thing is that's the fear
happened
you gotta
so
face.
So that's.
But honestly,
That's
it's
part
wild.
that's part of it.
But-
And like the big thing is like I was playing in an open warehouse and it was fun because like even though this sounds crazy, like I was pinned down, like I had to find a way to get out. Like even if I did get hit and I had to go out, it's
More
fine.
ta- more
But I was
tactics.
pinned down and I had to make sure. All right, I can't pop my head up. I have to find ways that I can shoot around
Gotta hunker down.
and try to pick people off. And like they were saying, like everybody was like we were just saying before. Everybody's just like, oh yeah, we need cry, we need this. You don't like.
You don't.
In all honesty, if
We
I
didn't
could
have
go-
Cry
if-
back then.
If
No,
no,
it
if
didn't.
I
Because
could
it was
go-
absurd to spend
exactly
$800 on a fucking plate
like,
carrier.
if I could go back to
my
when
plate carriers.
Yeah,
I
love my
was
plate
running
carrier.
around,
I love my $800 plate carrier.
I'm saying this is past
love them all.
tense. Like,
Like-
if someone spent $200 on a fucking JPC,
Yeah.
you're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yo,
Like-
I feel like now it's not even about the gameplay; it's about the gear. Like you want to show up now, because it's not like where you would show up and the only thing you had to show was your skill. Now you have to show up, and skill goes out the window because now nobody sees your skill. Now they just see your fucking gear.
I don't care
Now
if
we
you
got
have-
some people just like coming through with like the best gear, and you're like, you're fucking trash.
Like,
Get
yo,
out of here.
like, yo, you got a fucking Orc Industries PCU. You got a fucking multicam cries. You got your fucking JPC. You got your map on the back. You look fucking dope, but you get on the field, and you make sure no one goes near your fucking spawn.
You do some
You-
inverted shit with
See,
your
like,
hands.
that was like the like I
Holding
was,
it all the way upside down.
Yeah,
and
you
shit.
got
I
your
don't even-
fucking, you got your arm, your left arm as your
You got
fucking
your
iron
gun not
sight.
even fucking feeding, trying to like hold down the spawn. Like, yo, like, are
You got,
are
you got
really
a motherfucker
helping?
yelling from the other side of the fucking field. Wind your high cap.
Yeah, your grip on a 45-degree offset.
Like, you got all different fucking
elbow.
match. You got all different
You
style
got a
of mag.
fucking
elbows
cat.
at a
You got a
90-degree
cat
angle.
grip on the fucking
You
side
got
of
a
your
fucking
rail.
VFC 416. Your mag mags keep falling out. All right, like, are you really helping
Fuck
out?
416s and fuck their mag balls.
I love 416.
I love 416.
Don't you fucking say. I
Okay,
love all
I
my
love them too.
416s.
But find a mag.
I knew how to fix that.
How do you fix it?
You just gotta put Velcro on the
Velcro.
right spot.
Fuck you.
You gotta
and
put
fuck-
Velcro
my
on
that
the right
shit
my
spot.
never
TMs don't
worked.
need no Velcro.
As soon as I opened up the gearbox in my 416 and had it upgraded, the thing never fucking shot again.
If you just use mag brand mags, they feed for
No,
Nice.
get the
Mag
fuck
brand
out of here!
mags.
You
Yo,
fucking
that's- I
liar!
had three
Yo,
416s.
I bought 2 boxes of mag brand mid caps off people's recommendations, and they just never worked.
You know what feeded? Fucking Elite Force mags, brand new.
You know what
after
feeded?
after a month of Elite Force
Ah, yo.
mags, the springs turned to soft cleaners. They're shit.
Yeah, the springs are really
Yo,
bad.
the best thing for 416s were the original Magpul E mags, like the $30 ones.
Yeah, I had a
Those
bunch
were-
of.
But
I
those
still,
needed
I still
Velcro.
have a bunch of
No,
those in
you
the P
didn't.
mags.
Yeah,
Those
I
shits
used them
wobbled.
in my
They
416s.
wobbled
shits
down.
wobbled.
No, I
down.
still have.
They
I still
wobbled
have
down.
them. I still
Alright,
have a
well,
bunch of
can
the
you-
original P mags.
Alright, so explain
love
to me
them.
why I lost like 17
Yo, fuck
e-bags.
your
Because Little Ant took them all.
He's still
He has like
Oh,
9 of your
all
mags.
Yo, all I'm saying, well, to go back to what I'm saying, yo, is like we love the fucking field we go to. I'm gonna be completely honest. I love them. I love.
Yeah, we've been going there for. Well, I've been going there for
3-4
5
years.
years.
Yeah, I've
5
been- yeah, I've
years.
been
I
going
like
for
to think
5, 6
that.
years.
I like
5
to
or
think.
6 years.
Even though
I went there before they had a field.
the original
Yeah, I went there
owner,
before they
Just
had a
pro
field.
shop.
the original owner wished death upon us.
Yo,
He said, "Yo, are you the fucking assholes that are making all my people leave?"
That was
No.
good.
that's not necessarily the case. I would say we were bad. We were on bad terms with the old owners. We're on pretty good terms now with the new owner. But the old owner, like, he fucking hated us, and there's not really too much to say on that without going into like too much more detail. I really don't want to bring that up.
We are
but
great customers. That is
Yo,
it.
I would go there, hand him $1,300 cash for a membership to play free for the year.
And what did he do?
And
He
yo,
put it in his
he's a
fucking
piece of
pocket
shit.
and left.
I don't know, like I've worked under everyone, and I gotta say the new owner and
He only
new
liked you when you
management
handed
are
him
like
money.
new owner, new management. I really love them.
I'm good
honestly.
friends with the manager.
Yeah, they're all.
I like the management where it is right now.
Yeah, I mean, they really look out for the place. It's not like the old owner who really was.
don't
only
get
in
me
it for
wrong.
money.
Like, I feel like they really do want to like help out. They want to like make the field great and everything, but I don't know. They're not like really taking our suggestions. They're not taking what people say. They're not taking what people want to do to it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Change is coming very soon.
All right, but
I've
yeah,
been-
like
I've been
here's
in-
I don't know.
here's one thing. If someone says something bad about the field, it's not even bad. They say they want constructive criticism. When you give constructive criticism, they take it as hate.
Yo, we
So
want
you need to
op-
find a
we want
balance of
more-
power.
We
where-
want more open spaces. Now,
We don't.
Yo, there doesn't
No.
need to be a wall every 10 feet.
There doesn't need to be a whole. Yo, there's just.
there's plus signs
there's a lot
now
of angles.
everywhere. What is that?
There- yeah.
Can you explain this to me? Like,
There were- it was
like
meant
are
to
you
be-
doing
Let's
put two
equations
by
now on the
two
field?
It's a
walls
fucking
everywhere.
fun house. It is like the mirror fun house in that motherfucker right now because there's just you go to peek a corner
It's like
and you're
the
like,
John
oh
Wick
yo,
fucking-
yes, there's the John Wick fucking mirror shit like
Hold
that
on,
room. That's a
I
great
mean,
fucking movie, but that's for a different time.
The rationale behind that was that the fact that a lot of kids feel that they're getting spawn trapped in those areas, and there was one specific area where
You
I
can't
used
get
to-
spawn trapped.
where I
There's
used to
4
trade-
fucking
No, I
angles
know,
for you to
but
go
where-
from.
I know, but that's not the rationale. The rationale was that there was a very long open hallway. And
You can spawn trap everywhere because they were getting spawn trapped in what was that op? It was a Mensato op where it was in the fucking the abandoned sex resort. Gold member?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
Gold
up
Mary,
Yo,
yeah,
they were
Poconos.
getting spawn trapped where you had to fucking climb up a hill to get to their spawn.
I remember
So
someone told me
if
they
you
got
can
sawed
fucking
down.
Yo,
if
you
you can
getting
spawn
spawn
trap
trapped on
going up
fucking
a hill-
Hacksaw Ridge spawn trap. That's not fucking possible. It's bullshit.
Alright,
Honestly,
so
I
you
think
can spawn trap anywhere. So spawn trapping isn't the issue, and fucking, I love getting spawn trapped. I don't
I
have to walk
fucking love it.
anywhere. I can just fucking peek
If
out
we're
of
spawn trapping, I will fucking ask the ref. I'll be like, "Yo, can we fucking switch to the other team?"
There's been
They'll say
numerous
yeah,
times
and we fucking
We'll push them back.
we bend them
Yo,
over.
Autobots
you
roll
do it.
out.
Put them
like
over
it's
the
a-
When
knee.
you usually switch, there's usually at least 1 or 2 lanes to go. It's not. And yo, there's
Chipmunk is
people-
gonna shit himself
I'll
right
be
now.
like-
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, God.
We'll be like 5 or 7, like 6 buildings away from the spawn, and I got people walking up to me. Yo, this is our spawn. Can you back up? I'm like, no, your spawn is way over there.
Yo,
And we're on a CQB field. This is at the place we go.
Honestly,
and
I feel like it's not
you
only
can push. It's not that hard.
I feel
all right,
like-
hold on. I want to now focus on different fields because we got a lot of fields near us. We got Strike Force, we got Ricochet, we got Zulu, we got
Hudson Valley.
Hudson Valley, we got fucking
Hi, Vi.
We got High Vibe. We got
Ground Zero,
Cousins.
We got Cousins, and we got a lot of places to go to. But I feel like
Oh, that was a good fucking time.
yo, yeah, you know,
I was the OG. That none of you guys.
No, we didn't go.
I've never been there. We
Oh,
were gonna
we're
take a
gonna
trip
go.
down there.
We should
Yeah,
fucking
we
do
were
it,
gonna go.
honestly.
My dad got sick during that.
When
so
I first went,
no matter what, it wasn't gonna really happen. But we got a lot of places to go near us, and
When you
I don't know how I feel about these other places. I like what Ricochet Tactical is doing. I really do like Ricochet Tactical. I like Shaq. I like what he's doing because I feel like Shaq actually does care about his customers.
yeah, definitely.
His thing appeals to certain people, and he does a good job at appealing to it. It's cheap. The field is pretty small for my taste, but yo, if Ricochet Tactical was that entire fucking mall,
If it was that whole
people
flea
would
market,
be coming from California to go fucking
people
play
would be
there.
flying out from fucking the UK or where some motherfuckers. All right,
Sweden.
no. What's that op in Georgia right now? Fucking
Iron Horse 2.
Iron Horse 2.
American Milson.
People
I have one of my boys there. He said, he's like, yo, we have someone from Australia here. It's like a whole group of people flew from fucking on the opposite side of the fucking earth to go and play there.
Yo, when we went to
that's what it
Breaking
could be.
Bad, there was some Australian guy.
Yo,
with just
that
the thickest
Australian dude
ass-
was fucking cool.
Yo, I'm there like fucking peeking a window, and this guy's like, "Oh,
He's like, "Watch out, mate."
I'm like,
He's like, yo, take him around. He's
Oh,
like,
like-
crikey, mate. I said, what
I'm
the
like,
fuck?
oh shit! All
I
right,
said,
yeah.
I stopped shooting my gun. I turned. I was like, yo, what the
I'm
fuck
like, yo,
is going on?
Can I get on comms with you and just talk to you? Like, I like your voice.
That dude's bad funny.
He's
Yeah.
like,
I think
Oh,
the same guy was actually also at Nike because I remember him. I remember he had a saw. He had that the
can we talk?
Crytek saw.
Can we talk about the ginger fuck from Nike?
Oh my god! I want to
There's
punch
a,
him in the
there's
face.
All right, no.
There's a fucking,
Breaking Bad. I want to talk about Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad was,
Breaking
a
Bad
lit
was the
game.
shit.
Breaking
I love
Bad
Breaking
was,
Bad.
Fuck
Yo,
you, Mike. You liked Op Nike, and that was in
Yo,
that
Nike was
literally.
good for like the first 3 hours. And
We could go to Op Nike if like
Hold on.
we emptied out your house. That was.
I
Op
just
Nike.
want you to know that the parking lot,
Like half
the
my
parking lot,
The parking
for
lot
Op
was a-
Nike was an apartment complex,
Yes.
and we're there gearing up because we gotta like fucking
old
take.
people
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
lady came out of her house and she was like, "Oh,
like, "What's going
she was like,
on
What's going
here?"
on?"
I was like, "It's a military
And then
training
some
thing
dude
or
came out.
whatever."
He was like, "Is this paintball?" I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, this
He
is
was asking
paintball."
me, he's like, yo, can I just walk out there? I'm like,
I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Can I walk out there?" And yo, we are shooting, and like, there's people shooting past us because like our backs were to the fucking not the airsoft.
The way that the parking lot
apartment.
was, you were gonna catch rounds. 'Cause
Yeah.
if they were shooting,
There was people out on the balcony
Yeah.
watching.
Before
I'm
the
waiting
game
for some
started.
motherfucker like Navrich to fucking shoot a sniper and hit that motherfucker off the balcony. I was like, what?
yo, they were telling us like, oh, don't shoot too far in this direction because you'll be shooting people's houses.
But I'm like, they're
Yo,
everyone's
can we
there.
acknowledge that apartment looked like a UFO?
oh yeah, yo, it was perfectly round.
Yeah, I was like, yo, is this about to take off? Like, what's the deal with this?
But going back to Breaking Bad, I mean that game was
Breaking
crazy.
Bad was
I mean,
fucking
it was
awesome.
alright.
It was
It
yo.
was alright.
I loved
Breaking
I
Bad
loved
was-
that game.
DEFCON was the
DEFCON
best
is my
zombie.
absolute
It was the
favorite, yes.
best
Yo,
zombie that was
DEFCON
into.
2.
I went to Meltdown. I didn't get to go to fucking Winter Warrior.
DEFCON 2
Yeah, I got to play
was
Meltdown,
fucking
too.
crazy.
It was
I love
fucking
DEFCON
amazing.
2. Yo, I would fucking. Who do we got next? I would stab Chipmunk for a DEFCON
I
4.
would
Stab
rip.
him for fun.
Well,
I love DEFCON. Yo, when you think about it, because Tom is the event organizer, Tom's a fucking great guy.
Tom's
He's
a
a
great guy.
fucking
Tom's a
guy.
really good guy for Airsoft. Like, if Airsoft is going to continue, it's not even going to be Airsoft that continues. It's going to be Milsim that continues, and it's going to be.
Sato's gonna carry us back
it's-
to the golden.
It's because of people like
Golden
Tom.
days.
Tom is fucking out there. He's putting in that work. He's living it up right now with movie stars. But whatever, yo, you do what you got to do. Fucking get us them ops. When you.
There was no. I remember he said something. He was like, "You guys need to respect DEF CON," which right. Everyone fucking did.
Yeah,
there
everybody
was there
did.
was a couple people.
That was the first DEF CON.
Yeah,
where
the first DEF CON where
something was
people,
going on.
someone,
Blasting out
some
lights.
motherfucker
But that
was there
wasn't us.
shooting lights out.
That wasn't us.
Okay, I want to clarify that. That was
not us. We
fucking
weren't
us.
even there. We weren't even
Because
there.
there'll be some way that, like at Breaking Bad, for example, they were like, "Oh yeah, this dude was shooting at a fucking plexiglass window, and he had the build of a linebacker, and then our group couldn't go into building 17." And we were like, "Yo, who the fuck was shooting at it?"
Yeah, like-
and it was the people on the fucking roof.
Yeah, so, like-
shooting through the plexiglass. I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
It's like you got to respect what Tom's doing because Tom is out there actually trying to make shit
Airsoft
good.
great again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to be able to get fields like that for us.
Yeah,
and like
yo.
even with DEF CON, he said something before the game started. He was like, he was contacted by like some agency, whatever,
Albany.
and they were like, "Yo, how the fuck did you get to play Airsoft here? And like we want to have like fucking special forces train here."
I remember that.
He
He's
said that.
working
I was-
really hard for the AL. I was speaking to him about it.
Honestly,
Even Nike, just the fact that it was in such close proximity to an apartment complex.
fuck Nike though.
Fuck
yeah,
Nike. I mean, it
I
was,
gotta
it
have
was
a
an
good
okay-
time.
It was an okay
I didn't
game.
have as much fun, but going on back to DEF CON, like, yo, if you ever hear somebody now, like, if they ever bring up, like, nuclear power, like, oh, there's a fucking nuclear power plant on Long Island, like, it's kind of hard for you to say, like, oh, I fucking been in there.
Like, yeah, I was in
Like,
that fucking reactor.
Yeah, I was in the
that-
fucking turret. Nah, in the
I was
second
in that
DEF CON,
asbestos fucking office, just laying niggas out.
yo, in the second DEF CON, I was in the fucking reactor room where they legit turned that on, and I'm probably a little radioactive, but I was in there.
Just laying in the transformer ash.
Yo.
Oh my god, just covered your shit. It was
You're
so
laying in like black crunchy ash on the floor.
Yo.
And you just get up and you're covered.
I just
I'm
want you
like,
to know-
what are you
That was the
doing?
same thing at Breaking Bad on the roof.
Oh yeah, that
That was tar. That was straight
Yeah,
tar.
I
that
was-
melting.
that was burning me. I just want you to know that
Well,
was
yeah, yo,
burning
That was
me.
the middle of summer. It was like 90 something out.
I remember.
We
that.
were on this
Oh my God,
roof,
that
and there was
so
just
bad.
tar, and I was like, all right, let me.
Yo, I'm just gonna lay down here. For
I tried to
a
put
while.
on my helmet at that game, and I just took that shit off. I had the
Victor
that
wore
Vineyard-
PCU.
and that Vineyard
Yeah,
Vines
yo,
hat.
Victor did
Threw on
wear
that Vineyard
PCU.
Vines hat, and I was rocking it.
I was wearing the fucking Boss
I had
Rugby,
the
and that
AR
was
too fucking set
Yeah,
on.
that Boss
That
Rugby
picture
kept
you
me
on the roof
cool.
is crazy.
I was cool. I was fucking. I was
I've never
there.
even seen the picture, but okay.
I was there good with that Boss
It's on,
Rugby.
what's his name's Instagram?
I don't
But-
have Instagram.
I gotta say though, just sorry, I'm going back to Breaking Bad. I don't know. I thought Breaking Bad by far was one of the best ops I've been to.
Yeah, Breaking
Just-
Bad was the best,
that was
and we
good.
were with the TFN guys, and
Those guys
those
are
are a great
amazing.
great group of guys. We played pretty good with them. A lot of good members on that team. I'm trying to think of other teams. We didn't really know any of the other teams there.
Obviously we knew a certain 3-letter agency. We knew a lot of guys from them.
There was a guy that was running full speed, stopped, took a hit of his vape, and then kept running.
Yeah, the AK vape, right? Isn't the guy?
I don't know what it was.
Yo, dead sprint. Stops on the. It was a loading bay. Stops on the loading bay.
He's powering
Blew a
up again.
cloud and then just started running again. I was like,
And you already know that me and
What?
Chris had to pull out our vapes and compete. You know, I told you about the story about
Had
how
to
we
vape,
met.
have a vape off. Right
We had a vape
there.
off right in the middle of the op.
right there. Like
Like I wasn't there,
Only one
but
was
I
going
was
home
there in
alive.
spirit, blowing clouds with Chris.
I gotta
I don't vape. Full disclosure.
I also gotta say, like, I mean, moving on to something else I want to talk about, which is just milsim in general and going to these ops and the difference between milsim and just indoor CQB play.
Totally different.
Yeah, the
Totally
fact
different.
I think one of the most important things I found, and that I found was a huge utility if you're allowed to have it at an op, is the saw.
Huge. The saw, yeah.
The saw, and just the
Fucking-
ability to have something that can
Saw
lay
could
down.
change the game.
That can lay down. I've never played with a saw.
I didn't
in a
get to
game.
fucking take the saw. That pisses me off.
I
Yo,
got to
all I
shot-
know is
I
Cag took the
yo,
saw.
I was up on the roof, and one of the guys from TFN handed me their saw, and there was guys on the roof next to us. He didn't want to climb up the ladder. He's like, "Yo, just take the saw and shoot the guys on the roof." I
Oh,
was
yeah.
just laying rounds down with the saw.
That's the
That
picture.
was probably
yo.
like
What
the
about-
best part.
Yeah,
of
there's a
that
picture
op.
on that.
Out of the fucking what's the place? that-
CP?
The CP. Okay, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's it.
Oh my
Out of
god.
the CP, we
Shout out
had
to
our friend. Shout out to fucking Pat.
German
Oh,
God.
this motherfucker, yo. So there's.
was-
I
this
remember
was Sunday.
Tiny told everyone. He's like, "Yo, listen, the saw's here. If you see fuckers coming past, he's like, yo, pick that bitch up and
Run out
just
there.
run outside." So like, all right.
Brandon
So
me and-
Pat is there changing his pants, and Pat's in his fucking underwear. We see guys walking past because there was like a window, there's like a couple windows in a row, and we're like, "Yo, are they on fucking tan?" Because we were green, and they were like, "Yo, yeah, they're wearing fucking desert camo." So Pat in his underwear picks up M frames, puts them on, grabs
my M-frames, I
grabs
remember
the
that.
saw, and runs outside in his fucking underwear and started lacing everyone.
He didn't even have anything protecting his mouth. He had one hand on his mouth and one hand on his second. I ran out with my cig and I was just, I know it sounds stupid, but I ran out with my cig and I was just popping. Boom. And I mean, I think we did that. We did that once overnight. I know you guys had left, but when Brandon, shout out to Hypebeast. Hypebeast won, and Pat and I stayed in the AO overnight, and Brandon went out and did some spooky shit. But Pat and I, like during the night, there was a few times where they just kept trying to walk past, and I just ran out there with the saw and I was mowing them down. And I gotta say, I've never been to a game where we've had a saw in the squad just because of the types of Milsim games we've been to. Have been like large, more of an indoor place, but
Yeah,
being
there was no
outdoors-
saws at DEF CON.
Yeah, but
No
just
saws
being
at DEF CON.
outside and being
Or
able, to use
snipers.
being able to use a saw, it's such a game changer. You're able to lay down rounds. you're able
Effective
to-
fire,
yeah, seriously.
superior fire on everyone else. that saved us like a bunch of times at
Yeah,
DEF CON.
it was definitely nice to have,
Breaking Bad.
and it was nicer to have like a big enough guy to fucking lug that thing around
Seriously.
the entire time.
Oh, what
Shout
about-
out to Jay and Alex. Both of them are amazing guys. I mean,
What about when we ran into what was that building 16 or 6, whatever it was?
Yo, that was
Jay,
so-
Jay has the whole story that he tells everyone. He's like building whatever number because we opened up the door and Alex started fucking putting rounds into the
like,
door from
across the
outside.
street. There's like a street and then we
Across
just
the-
because you
pulled the-
couldn't shoot indoors with the saw, but you could shoot from outside in.
Full auto
Yeah.
with the saw. So
Oh my god.
after we got everyone, we liquidated everyone in there, and then when we pushed in,
Oh my god.
there was
that shit
another.
crazy.
There was a small room, and there was like 4 or 5 guys in there, and there
I
was
thought
windows.
we were gonna be there for hours just
I
trying
know.
to fucking smoke these two
So
guys.
they're in there, and I was shining my light at one guy, and like I couldn't really see because the light was like reflecting off and going into my own eyes.
Lights to these guys'
And so
eyes.
the guy's standing there waving his hand. He's like, "Yo, I'm hit." I'm like, "Okay." So I thought they were hit, and then there's more guys in there screaming, yelling, laughing, and we're like, "All right, we gotta get the fuck in there."
Everyone was just, they were all leaning on the
Yeah,
door.
there was
There's
like
like three or
three
four
guys.
guys.
leaning on the door. I'm like, "Yo, I want to kick the door," and Jay's like, "No, you know what? Maybe I should kick the door now." Jay is like, how tall is like?
Jay's probably 6. He's probably your height. 6'4",
He's like, yeah, he's
6'5".
probably like
I think he's
6'4",
350.
weighing fucking 350 motherfucking pounds.
He's
He
muscle, that
kicks
guy.
the door and they go fucking flying. Everyone,
just
there's
start
Through the
thermal barracks in there, and everyone just starts laying rounds through the door.
Do you understand?
I
how
have the
small-
footage.
Yeah, I have the footage. too.
They
Do you
are
understand
screaming.
How small it was to get that thermal barrack in there.
Yeah,
It made it just in
Brennan
time.
lugged that in
It
there.
made it just in time. In
It
the
made
door.
it just in
Kicked
time.
that door. That guy flew back.
The thermal barrack
They
went
hit
off.
the table. He hit the table. I just remember them opening, and I'm just putting rounds in with my force.
There-
When
Now,
I got in
mind
that
you,
room,
there was
I kept
8
shooting
guys.
somebody. He had his like shotgun out because he was behind a file cabinet, and I kept shooting because he wouldn't like put his gun down, and somebody
was
had to
behind the door.
physically.
I
Yeah,
remember someone
somebody
was
had to
behind the
grab
door.
me off. Like the guy like pushed me to stop shooting. I'm like, oh, but yo, he still has his gun off. Like,
There
what
was
are you
some
doing?
guy behind the door, and I just remember that there was some footage. I think it was Jay's of him just pinned behind the door. When Jay kicked it open, he just got stuck behind like the crevice behind the door.
One went flying, and there was some guy pinned between the door and the wall.
Yeah, and he just like I went in there, and I was like, he tried to put his gun up.
Broken
I hit him with
arms,
my SIG.
everything. Ambulance,
not actually, I
airlift.
shot him with my SIG, but
Speaking about broken arms, you remember at DEF CON somebody fucking
I
destroyed.
remember that.
Yo,
Oh yeah.
Yo, we set
was
up
me and
a
the
fucking
Another kid we
ambush.
knew.
The dude was like, I went up the ladder and I took a step on the ground. He's like, I heard 4 pops and then I couldn't move my leg.
Yo, we set up a crazy ass ambush. We're like, yo, whoever comes down this road is done.
I remember that.
And then
I was
fucking,
I
they're
was
like,
going on the field.
ceasefire.
just
I'm like, what the fuck? And they're
Destroyed my
like,
AOR card.
and this guy is just there coming out with a fucking broken leg. I'm like, oh well.
Like torn ACL,
It
MCL,
took
everything.
so
Well,
long to
he's-
get that
he's done.
cleaned up.
Yeah.
It was messed up. There was actually recently, speaking of like in airsoft injuries, where like some guy there was some guy at the recent Milson West game where like the night of the Friday night that the game started, they were jumping in or whatever, and he jumped out of the truck. 'Cause you're supposed to like it's supposed to be like your mock jumping out of a helicopter or
Yeah.
whatever. He jumps out of the truck and separates his arm from his shoulder, and he goes to the ER, and they're at the ER for like 5 hours or something. And when he comes back, he grabs some guy's MP5 and a handgun, and he plays the entire weekend straight.
I heard about that. He went to
plays
the hospital,
entire
came
game
back,
straight.
right?
He comes back.
Yeah.
He's got an MP5 in one hand, and he's got a SIG in his hand, or whatever, in a holster, or whatever. And he's running around
I would like to
the
think if
entire
I
time.
paid like what is it like almost $200
They're like
travel and
160.
all this.
drove
that
6 hours. Yeah,
I would like to think that I'd be able to continue
Fuck yeah.
like no
There
problem.
were guys that were like, "Oh, it's too cold. We're going home." There were actually a bunch of guys that left, and that was like a whole thing that I read on one of the groups. Is that this guy just powered through it? And I mean,
Yo, I thought I slipped the disc.
19 in the morning was
It was fucking cold.
it was really cold.
Oh, man. That
I
was
thought I
bad.
slipped a disc at the third DEF CON.
Did
we
you-
were at the hotel. I was like, oh my
man.
fucking god.
What about when Mike
I'm dead.
at
I'm-
the second DEF CON, Mike
my
jumped out the
God.
fucking 2-story window
on a
because I
dare.
dared him. I was
On
like,
a dare.
I was
This
like, yo,
the third one.
could we jump out this window?
and
then
hits the fucking hood of my car because
we
for some
parked
reason,
in the perfect spot
for
because our
some-
room was
exactly.
right there. That
For
was
some
that was
reason,
insane.
We got
the car-
lost on the way to the room. She's like,
It was a
just make
fucking
two
maze.
lefts and a right, and you're there. And we're walking around for like 25 minutes through the hallways. Couldn't find the
Yo,
room.
I just want you to know this hotel was
Airsoft
fucking
film
crazy.
navigation.
Yo,
There
it
was
said-
a comedy
the door
show
said
with
emergen-
drinks. we were trying to hit that up, but then they were like, "Yeah, you
Oh,
gotta
you gotta
fuck."
be 21.
The
Yeah,
door-
you gotta buy
hold
the
on,
drink
hold
to
on,
get in.
hold on,
I'm like,
hold on.
all right, we're hitting up this Outback.
I want to know why this fucking hotel needs to fix this because the door said emergency exit only, and we saw like mad people going through it, and they were like,
That's
oh.
if you have the key card.
Oh yeah, so no, but it said emergency exit on it, and
So
then we were
we
like,
got
okay,
lost
so
'cause-
we can't go through there. Hold on, and then we finally go through it, and it was just more rooms. It wasn't a fucking emergency exit,
Yo,
and that's why we were there for a half hour.
yeah, like we got fucking lost because the way our thing was like at a corner, but since it was at a corner, the number didn't line up, and that was just some fucking bullshit.
What about at the
Craziest
second DEF CON when you were fucking thrown out? Did you talk about that?
The third DEF
That's
CON.
the third DEF CON. Oh
Yeah,
my
the
God, I
third
remember
DEF
holding
CON.
His helmet.
I just want you to know, I could not sleep. I was so fucking hyped. So I was like,
500-hour energy.
yeah, I took a 5-hour
you
energy.
took like 4 of them.
I took a 5-hour energy.
500-hour energy.
I took one 5-hour energy, and then like, yo, I'm all amped up. Like after like 5 or 6, like 7 hours of playing, I'm like, yo, I feel like shit. I'm there with Brownie, because Brownie's a fucking huge guy. Like, he's exhausted. He doesn't want to play anymore. And Brownie's like, no, man, you gotta go to the car. You're dying. I'm like, yo, just give me a second. So I take off my helmet. I leave my goggles on. I think you were there, too. I
it
find
was
like
me,
a
yeah.
storm drain, and I just fucking take
Yeah, I
off
just
my
remember
Iron
him
Face and just
blasting.
started throwing up
And
everywhere.
yo, that was the time when there was that.
I just come
And I burned my esophagus on that. I burned my esophagus.
And Chris is just throwing up everywhere. What is going on?
I see you from a distance because I'm all the way down the
prone
road.
on a hill or something.
I was all the way down the road at like those giant like circle things that
Yeah,
like,
the
you could
fucking
wrap the
power-
wire.
yeah.
And I see you
Those
just
were good
throwing up into the thing from a distance. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Luckily there was
Yo.
a ceasefare. That was pretty.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't during
It wasn't
C4.
during that.
Yeah.
I think
it was-
No,
yeah,
it
it
wasn't.
No, that was after the
That happened
fact.
Oh, it was.
after that.
Yo, I just want
That's
you to
when
know.
the dude fucking popped his ACL.
I just want you to know my esophagus was burned, but I was fucking good to go. I was down to fucking play for another fucking 30 hours after that.
What else
Just
happened?
you
What
are
else
so
happened in that
much
game?
better.
There was didn't
Alright.
something? Who else? Oh, Brownie flew down that concrete hill.
Holy
And
shit.
Brownie
Well,
tries to
Brownie
climb up
shattered
there
his
with
legs
Brownie
going
tries to
down that
climb
hill.
up there with another certain 3-letter agency group, and he's with them. And I don't know how Brownie ended up and how Brownie was able to roll with them, but he was friendly. We're all friendly with a bunch of them. So Brownie's going up that hill, and he just takes a weird step. I remember seeing it, and he just barrel rolls down the hill. Now, mind you,
fell.
this is a really steep incline of like it was meant to be like a runoff for runoff water. It was a cement like incline, and Brownie. I just see Brownie tumbling down. He destroyed. I had to clean out his what was it? It was a TM Desert Warrior, and his PTW. The barrel was just
Sistema
filled with dirt.
stabbed into
Somehow
the ground.
that
I'm like, that
Sistema did not
Sistema's
shatter.
Yo,
from
in the
his
second
weight.
DEF
Systems are made
CON,
of pot metal.
yo, in that second DEF CON, yo, it was me, Vinny, and like 15 other guys. We took that fucking hill, and that was the craziest shit because you can't go fast up this hill. You have to go slow, or you're gonna fucking fall back, and you're done. And
Yeah, that was bad.
there was I don't want to say the name, but they're kind of infamous for doing this. It was a military school airsoft team that showed up there, and they cheated a lot during that game. And it's kind of like crazy, like how these guys were able to do that. But fucking, we were just going up this hill. I had the EOTech on. I'm blasting this guy in the face, just not doing anything. And just like everybody's getting pissed at these guys.
No,
and
because
then,
if you have a cigar in your mouth while you're playing airsoft, you don't need to call your hits.
I tried doing that once. That didn't work.
I would just fucking, I think I'd throw up again.
We did that at Red Storm when it was me, Dylan, and Greg, and that op just sucked. It was snowing. It was like we were in the middle of a blizzard. They didn't know. Somehow they didn't forecast that. It ended up being like 5 or 7 inches of snow, and
That's how it was during the first DEF
And
CON.
we're out there, and
I didn't
wanted
even
to-
play a DEF CON in there. I don't give a shit. Give me me Hurricane Sandy again. I'll go play a DEF CON.
I don't know. I mean, every
There could be a
op I've
fucking
had-
volcano 20 feet away. I'll fucking let's
Fucking
go to
Krakatoa. I'm running in that fucking reactor.
Whoa! But like we have all these good memories of playing, but we still want to play. I don't know about you
I
guys.
love playing.
I
mean,
love playing too.
I gotta say, I mean,
I
maybe
love-
it's the fact that
There's
just-
times.
There's
where
times that
I-
I really just I'm at my limit, but then I just keep buying more and more guns and more gear. and I
Like,
just
yo,
keep,
here's
I
the
wanna
thing.
Keep using it
Here's the
more.
thing. I'll buy shit and I'll be like, yo, this is gonna be fucking crazy. And I go to the local airsoft facility, and I got all my shit on. I'm like, yo, I'm good. I go, I play one game. I'm like, yo, I want to fucking go home.
Well,
Yo,
I think it's
I'm
also
like,
the
this
fact that I think it's the fact that we play at ops, and I feel like before we started playing at ops, like it was fun, but
You
now that
can't-
we've been
you
playing
can't
at ops, you
compare
can't really
ops to-
compare.
Yeah,
it's
you
just
can't.
so much fun, and just it's a whole nother level of playing.
different.
Yeah, it's so different.
You're
So
at
now
like
that we
a-
go
you're
there,
in like real buildings,
Yeah.
real area, real
Yeah.
landscape. You're not.
and now it's different. And I feel
Not
like that's why
not
we've
like
kind of
made
lost
up
sense of it.
buildings,
Yeah, I
yeah.
feel like that's why we've lost sense of it. And I feel like maybe that's just because coming from Biceman, I've been to a bunch of ops now, but I guess we're playing.
Yo, I guess you're right,
Too.
Too many angles.
Yeah.
Too many angles to get shot. No bueno.
I never really thought about it like that, but I don't.
I mean, that's how I feel.
Everything we say, if you want to take it as like a negative that we say about like places that we go, like we love the places that we go, we love our main field, we want it to like improve, because for right now, for all of Airsoft, it doesn't really look like there's any new customers coming in. There's no new players. It's essentially everybody that's played already is either gonna stay or they're gonna leave. And the way that things are set up right now, it's not really an atmosphere where people want to stay. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is like. When I first got my Polar Star, was not this Christmas, it was last Christmas, and I think after that is when it seriously started fucking dying down, because I remember.
So you
it was
killed
like-
Airsoft.
No, I didn't. I did not kill Airsoft. After I got my Polar Star, I fucking overpaid for it. Number one. Well, I
How much
didn't.
did you pay for it?
I paid
Where'd you get it?
$1,200
Where'd you get it?
from fucking Airsoft junkies.
Well,
They
you
were
s-
like,
you spent-
they were like, yo.
Was it the full
This,
setup?
they were like, this is gonna make your dick bigger, and I said, yo, I was like, yo, let's fucking go.
I think the original one to have a Polar Star, one of the original ones, was actually Lucas, and I just remember Lucas.
Alright.
When Lucas and I were friends, and we just.
I thought I was
Yo.
speaking. I thought I was talking.
I'm sorry.
I got
So-
the cheapest Polar Star, but go ahead.
All
I
right.
don't know about that.
I'll explain.
So-
No, I'll tell you what.
Okay,
I did.
well,
I bought
I get
I
it.
bought a
I
Fusion-
understand.
I bought a Fusion
That's what I
engine.
did.
I understand.
had
I
a
paid
broke-
three
I had a
times the
VFC
amount.
416 with a locked up gearbox in my room for like a year and a half. And I saw the Polar Stars come out, and like as soon as they came out, I bought a Gen 1 Polar Star
I'm about to
Fusion
top
engine.
you off. Watch.
And I was so happy, and it was
Yo,
it was
I
awesome when
bought
had
a
it.
Fusion engine when E-Bike let you put 20% off on anything.
E-Bike
alright?
was a fucking game
Yo,
changer. E-Bike was making everyone else go out of business. They were like, yo, you want a fucking saw? They were like, yo, $100.
20
Take your
fucking
GMP,
percent
take
off.
your
Here.
$500
Here,
saw,
fucking take
take
it.
your fucking 13,000% off Valentine's Day coupon.
So yo, I got a fucking Fusion engine for like.
Stupidest deal.
I think I got
Like
a Fusion
Groundhog
engine for
Day.
like
Groundhog
50%
Day,
off.
50% off for Groundhog Day. Anything in the fucking store.
Well, it's also because they're so large that they're able to. They have such a.
All right.
Fuck
Yo.
that mat protected shit.
Yeah. Yo, besides that, I was able to get the Fusion engine for like 20% off. I got that. I bought a 416 because back in the day, if you didn't have a fucking 416 Polar Star, you were a fucking piece of shit.
I think you were like one of the first to have one.
Nah,
I thought.
somebody else had
I
one
had
before
one
me. Yeah.
before.
Oh.
Yo,
yeah, of
I
course.
went to I
Shut
had
up,
the
dude.
kid, the guy that I bought it for. I bought it off Craigslist for $300. The guy was in New York City. So I called, like fucking texting the guy from Craigslist. It was like a 416. The stock and the grip were painted the ugliest green color I've ever seen. So I had to get rid of that. But I go to the thing and it's this guy's like lobby, and he's there with the fucking gun in New York City. I'm like, oh fuck, we're done.
Like, yo, this is a sting
So
operation.
yeah, like
It's a real
This
416.
is a real 416.
yeah. So whatever, the guy put it in the box, took it in the fucking car, and just dipped. And I had to like install it myself. I got the install correct. I did all that. I went and I bought like a. My mom actually bought my tank for me. It was like a $50 tank. I'm really appreciative of that. But
So your
then,
mom buys all your airsoft gear?
pretty much.
You're a fucking loser.
Yep.
Definitely.
You've heard it here first.
So she bought the tank, and pretty much I paid for all that stuff because I used to have a really large collection. But then I sold everything I had, and I was like, all right, let me just buy a GoPro and let me buy a fucking $60 base jump replica, GoPro, regulator, and everything I need for the Polar Star. And that's like when I started like making videos, and that's when I started like playing a little bit better, and that's like where I'm at now.
I think
So to
I think I got you all beat. I got a Fusion engine I got a Gen 1 Fusion engine.
Hold on, this is before you could sell. You had to sell your Polar Star like
Oh,
at
I
a
was
loss. Now
talking-
you
I
sell
was
Polar
talking-
Star for like $550. Before you would sell your Polar Star for like $900,000.
Yeah.
I
sold my
I
first
miss
one.
those
I
days.
sold my first. I had a 416, and I traded it for a Mark 18 Polar Star, and then I sold the MK18 for with the line and regulator for like $800.
That's fucking crazy.
Like unbelievable. And
do you know
then
how much I
I
bought
had
it?
another 416, and then I sold it for $6.
I had two
It
Polar
was-
Stars.
and that was a whole setup for $6.
What was?
Yeah.
How much did you sell your Polar Star for? Like your last Polar Star?
Yeah, 600.
Six-
650, 600.
I sold my
Damn,
last setup with so much shit for $650, and that was like that was like my second one, and it kind of hurt me letting go of it, but it's I don't know, I got rid of all my Polar Stars.
I remember fucking John. You know how John got his Polar Star?
How.
He traded a KWA SR7 and his fucking Xbox 360 for his Polar Star.
Where'd he go to GameStop for this?
No,
No,
It was
I
on-
had
Friends
Xbox
got a
games for an
bike
MP9.
And like a bunch
Oh,
of
yeah.
random stuff
I see-
for a Polar Star.
I saw that happen a couple times. They were like, "Yo, here you can have like my mom's fucking beach cruiser and
Somebody
my
offered to
bike."
trade me a compound bow.
Yeah.
One of my things. I'm like,
You want a
I
compound bow?
I tell it to Mike. He's like, yeah, just do it. I'll take the compound
like-
bow. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this?
I got a fusion engine for real. I got that Gen 1 fusion engine. I mean, the wires were all messed up, but the wiring harness is like $15, $20. I got that Gen 1 fusion engine, I think, for $120.
Yo, I don't
110.
understand. Like the prices of guns now are fucking weird because I have a KWA LM4, the gas blowback. Now, I remember at one point, like they were the fucking shit. Like everyone was fucking grabbing them, and it was pretty awesome.
Coolcrap had them.
Because Coolcrap had his fucking Masada
like,
that
you know,
never
when I had
worked.
the LM4,
He had like 3
yo, I
LM4s.
swear to God,
I
there's like a
remember that.
secret stock market. When I have an LM4, everybody has an LM4. The prices go up.
Yo, you
and
need to
just
buy
L-
one so I could sell mine because I'm trying to sell mine right now.
Everyone needs them.
With 6
Everyone needs
mags,
an LM4.
with 6 mags, a fucking replica EOTech, a light, an extra fucking rail system. Like, yo, I want $400,
What a great advertisement.
and I
Yeah.
can't get.
Look at it.
Yeah, yo, this is free advertisement, right?
Lucas, what say you?
DM Apache Airsoft.
Apache.airsoft if you want to buy a $400 gas pullback LM4 6 mags, works fine. I'm reading the description off eBay that I have right now.
The LM4 works. DM.
Honestly, like, as I've advanced in Airsoft, I gotta say, like, just me, like,
Are you
I'm
a
just closing up.
Are you a Strike Force SEAL?
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm more of a Strike Force CAG, I would say.
Dan Coolcrap
Shut
Squad.
up. Please shut up.
But I gotta say, like, over my time airsoftting, I mean, I really like to specialize in kits. Maybe it's the fact that I'm planning on going into the military and I really want to pursue a career in the military, but...
Swick.
Shut up. So, but I can't even be SWIC. You can't be SWIC as an officer. You have to be...
Oh, he wants to be an officer.
You have to be a SEAL officer, and then you can get put into SWIC.
SEAL.
Anyway, besides it,
You can get away more than like 100 pounds.
Shut up.
Be a SEAL
Fuck.
officer.
I'm a solid
All right, I don't want to talk about this
156
anymore.
solid
Actually,
156,
I
okay?
brought up the hashtag that is trending on your social media.
Ban Coolcrap and Squad?
Yeah, anyway, hashtag ban Coolcrap and Squad.
Well, I don't think people know the story that
All
a
right,
couple of months ago,
look what
you
I
have
just
the
pulled up. I just
petition.
pulled up the petition.
somebody
that
made a
still up?
change.org
Change.org
petition. How much is it
petition.
out now?
I don't know.
You put that up if you want
Because we all
Hillary
signed
Clinton.
it.
Yeah, we
all signed
we
it,
personally
so-
all signed.
So
I
ban
whatever-
remember
Coolcrap and
signing it
Squad.
too.
Yeah, so essentially somebody made a petition to try to get
All of us.
Coolcrap and Squad.
I'll read it right
all
now.
of us.
Nah, don't even read that
No,
fucking
no.
abomination.
No, I want to read it because whoever wrote it, you could tell they're in like fucking 4th grade because they don't English.
I think they actually changed that because there were some really bad grammatical
Okay,
errors
yeah,
in there.
they couldn't spell. They were like, if we ban Cool Crap, 2 words, and his group, it will make airsofting much more fun and better for so many, if not
and
all
better.
players. For example, recently we went and played, and the Cool Crap was on the other team.
Pile of shit.
Can someone explain what a
Just
Cool
a pile
Crap
of
is?
shit
And we
sitting
all hold on, and we all were spawn
Pile
trapped.
cold shit on the ground.
Wait, let me
Frozen shit.
finish.
Yo, he's here.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Oh my god.
And the Cool Crap was on the other team, and we were spawn trapped and overshot, but comma. Fuck, I lost it. All the same time. Like I can't even read this. We would hit them multiple times and no hit called.
Common Core didn't work very well.
Common Core is fucking these kids right now. This led. Oh fuck! It locked again. All right, so
Anyway.
this led more than half of people in the session to leave, and then I can't read
No one
anymore
left.
I don't
because
think that's ever happened, to be honest.
no one left.
Nobody left because there was
Nobody
only like
fucking left.
15
It was only
people
those-
there.
No one left because we switched to the other team after this game.
Yo, there wasn't even a lot. I specifically remember the day. There wasn't even a lot of people there to
Yo,
begin
it
with.
was. That was the day that they put like 8 of us on 40.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
yeah, I
like 8
remember
versus
that.
60,
They
and
were like, oh, yo, we just want to verse just them.
Yeah, and then we still held them back. I don't understand. Like,
And then
I
we
don't
held
they
them
got-
off, yo.
Again, I
we
think-
fucking 13 hours, like half the field. Like yo, they were running up like fucking. Oh, it's terrible,
like
but
little fucking
fuck.
skinnies.
Oh man,
Skinnies run.
like yo, we
Charlie's
Charlie's in the fucking bushes. Like we were shooting kids from the grassy fucking knoll, and they had no clue.
And it was only literally us, I think. And I
It
think
was-
we took a few of the other kids. And the refs were with us. The
refs were
They
watching
were
us
standing
the
there
entire
and
time.
Let's just say this: every
yeah,
time
that's
that the
not a good
refs have
thing.
complained, either this happens, the refs will follow us and say, yeah, they didn't cheat, or I was watching them the entire time and they didn't fucking cheat. So this is like even before like we got accused of cheating. Like nobody knows who anybody is besides me, and people don't even know who the fuck I am because I've made it a point not to show my face. I really don't try to like show too much things.
I don't think you've ever shown a full picture. You.
No.
There's old videos of my
Yeah,
face. Yeah, there's old videos of my face.
But hold on, no. There's a thing like people will go to Strikeforce, and it will just be like me and everyone else there, and Coolcrap won't even fucking be there.
I haven't been.
And they're
going
like,
as
"Yo,
much.
Coolcrap is cheating." Or no, we went out to eat one time, and they
Yeah.
were like,
Yeah,
"Yo,
I remember.
Coolcrap is cheating." We walked back in,
I
and
think we were even there.
no, we went to
Yeah.
fucking Texas Roadhouse.
So no. So basically, what happened was this was like at a 5 to 9 session on a Saturday. It was like 6 o'clock. I'm like, yo, let's go get. I'm hungry. Let's go get McDonald's. Everyone's like, all right. So we go to McDonald's. It was legitimately everybody left. Everybody on Apache was
Yeah, we were
no
all gone,
longer
yeah.
no
there.
Coolcrap,
For
no
a good-
Apache, no one.
For probably a good hour and a half, we get back, and one of the refs, I don't remember who it was, approached us and said, look, there were kids saying that you were cheating. All our stuff was locked up and put away. None of our gear was out. And we were not even in the building. We had
think we were
people
even in regular
and we
clothing, too.
had people telling the refs that we were cheating, and we weren't even in the building.
I mean,
So apparently, we can
Yo,
like
we're
snipe
always there
kids
in-
from the McDonald's. That's
We're
10
always
minutes
there
from
in spirit,
straight
yo.
From,
We're always there in spirit.
I feel like
5
people
miles away.
people need somebody to be angry at.
again,
That's Airsoft.
There's-
That is
Yeah.
Airsoft in
It's
2016,
It's like the whole like
2017. Yo,
It happened in 2016.
fucking
so.
ban Coolcrap and fucking Squad.
I mean, someone who I consider a mentor, more or less my existence right now. He
Your mom.
said, shut up. He said it very well. He said, with popularity and with being known comes a lot of infamy. And you're infamous, and just other teams, as many know, are known to say, "Oh, they cheat," and there's been certain games
You
that say, "Oh,
fucking
these
kidding me?
kids,
You fuck.
oh, these kids
Yo,
are these guys are cheating.
yo.
They're not even there." Like it's just infamy.
Yeah,
And
it's
As
like,
it
yo,
was
infamous.
once said
Like,
in a movie, they hate us because they ain't us.
it's like if fucking the thing is like one tactic
and the
that
tiger has night vision goggles.
one thing that we've been doing is that fucking we don't put our guns down. We fucking take a room. Our guns are up the entire time because in case somebody wants to run in and try to spray us, like we all have our guns up. So it's either
We're ready. Like there's Charlie's in
And
the
the
fucking
amount of
buses.
times people are like, oh, you're overshooting? No, there's like 5 guns on the same door, and you
Yeah.
just sprinted in there.
Yeah, so we always have somebody watching 6, and we always have multiple people watching the fucking door, watching whatever. So we have guns up and fucking we're ready. So somebody will run into a room, catch like even if you're catching 2 rounds from like 8 people that close, or not 8 people, like 4 people, that's 8 shots. So it's like you can't if they want to like regulate tactics, then
You can't do that. No.
you can't do that exactly because it's.
Like no skill allowed at this field.
Yeah, it's like airsoft. No matter what, unless it's somehow they're gonna do a free
You have
fall.
to wear a blindfold. You have to wear a blindfold.
Unless like
Basically, they just want us to play with springers.
No,
Like,
if-
they just want us to go on the field and throw BBs
Yo,
at
give me a
people.
fucking rental. I'll still. Oh my god.
that's happened before. Because I remember there was
But
a
it's
day
like
when we
multiple
all
places.
bought
It's not like-
ERGs and none of us had any
Stock,
rail system.
no rails,
no
no
rail
lights,
system,
no
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah, we all had stock
Yo,
ERGs.
they're using Polish stars. They're spraying us.
So and
We're
then-
getting full autoed with a fucking Polish star from the tower, and we're still letting
Those
fucking
ERGs
rounds
are
fly
awesome.
with ERGs. ERGs are fucking awesome.
the ERGs were fun.
You know
but-
what the backstory of the ERG is, right? That what happened is that the same guy who made the TM recoil shot.
Yeah, he went to,
he
KWA.
went to KWA, and basically the KWA ERG is the Gen 2 version, an updated version of the recoil shock. If you open it up, it's a very similar
Dude,
system.
stock KWAs are the best airsoft guns.
Old.
Old, yeah, they gotta be
Alright,
old.
Yo,
new
even
ones.
even
Even
still now.
even
yo.
the SR7s. It's the same
Honestly,
thing,
I know everyone loves
SR7s
VFCs.
are
I
great.
used to fucking swear by VFCs, but like, it's just, the internals are fucking
Yo,
shit. To be
I'm not
honest,
gonna lie. I don't like
It's just
doing
the
it.
guns that
It's a
look nice.
regular
Like
version too.
they're
You're
licensed to make like 416s and shit, like Mark 18s. That's fucking cool, but KWAs are the best stock gun that you can buy with.
Yeah, one of the things
money.
that I see in KWA that's been doing, I'm not really too crazy of, is that they have like that key mod that goes into
I don't like that. Like on the LM4s?
It's a one-piece upper.
It's a
or whatever.
one-piece
Yeah,
upper,
it's
so
the-
you can't
it has-
swap
you have
those
to have a
rails.
key mod,
Yeah,
though.
it's stupid.
You gotta
That's-
fucking saw those shits off.
I'm not too crazy about that, but yo, I'm just like if KWA made like a PTW type clone or something
They
like
are.
high end.
They just released a shotgun this year.
Or yo,
Yeah.
what? How about that recoil Sistema?
Piece of
That
shit.
is a
Yo,
piece
Piece of shit.
That-
Systemas
have-
are a piece of shit. piece
Yo,
of fucking shit.
you want to waste $4,000? Yo, buy that fucking that recoil
new shit?
PTW.
Yeah, I mean, even Red Wolf did a review and basically said this is a piece of garbage. But yeah.
One of we haven't talked about SHOT Show. I've seen a lot of cool airsoft shit
gotta
from
wait.
SHOT Show.
We gotta-
I've seen a lot of guns coming out with fucking MOSFETs. A lot of things coming out with things that are ready to go, and you're gonna be fucking. These are gonna be upgraded guns. I think I've seen a lot of G&G, a lot of cool shit from G&G. I forgot what.
We got a lot of it actually. We got the new Honey Badger type gun. We're getting the 9mm ARs. We're getting we got the tan SRSs and the SRLs and all that stuff. But yeah.
Yo, I think we're gonna wrap it up already. We've been talking for I don't even know how long.
Too long.
But at the end of the day, I feel like airsoft has peaked, and I don't know if it's gonna get better. I don't know if it's gonna pick up more. There's constantly laws trying to limit, trying to like.
I think that's gonna end now though.
We'll see. Right now, we got Trump in office.
Donald Trump.
Hopefully, things
Black
start getting
Trump.
better. But we're gonna keep going. I haven't been going as much. We haven't really been going as much to play. But we definitely want to keep playing. It's not gonna
Hitting up
fucking.
some ops this week.
We're
Ops.
hopefully gonna be hitting up some ops. Hopefully bring along
Crimson
some people.
Skies is coming up.
Yo, we
Sky,
haven't
Crimson
decided
Sky's
if we're going Rebels or Army, but we're fucking,
man.
we're still out here. Apache's still out here. I'm still out here. I'm still trying to make videos. I'm still trying to.
People honking horns, yo, everyone.
Yeah, we're outside. It's fucking.
They know we're
cold,
here.
And they're honking horns. Yeah,
Yo, they're honking. I just
pulling
heard
up.
someone yell,
They're
"Ban
pulling
Coolcrap
up.
and SWAT."
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for us, guys. I appreciate everybody that's here.
Still.
We'll see. We'll see if we bring on some different guests on. We got a long list of people we could always bring on. But we're still out here, yo. I'm fucking still here. Victor's still out here.
Chipmunk,
Lucas,
Mike.
and Lucas is still out here.
Hi.
And we're gonna keep just keep on keeping on. So guys, definitely let me know in the comments if you guys like this, if this is something you guys want to see. We had a lot of fun. We've been wanting to do this for a while now.
Yeah,
And
seriously.
we're gonna maybe change up the format, maybe even do a video podcast along the lines. But I had a lot of fun doing this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up. Victor, Chipmunk, anybody want to say anything on the way out?
I think that's it.
Yo, subscribe to my YouTube channel,
A is for
Luke's
abstinence.
Airsoft.
A is for abstinence.
Yo, if any airsoft companies wants to, send us some stuff, definitely get a little spot at the end. I appreciate it. Send me some videos. I want to if we're gonna do this again, I want to look at a video, kind of talk about it. So if
Have
anybody,
people, if you have
definitely,
similar,
like if you have recommendations and stuff, leave it in the
Or
comments.
even, like,
what,
similar
what you want
stories.
to hear us talk about, leave it in the comments.
if you can relate anything, if you can relate to anything that we said, send videos, everything. DM Apache.airsoft or
Or if you
Coolcrap567.
want, you can DM Coolcrap567 your vape competition videos, because like I
Yo,
said,
if you got a crazy vape,
Stop saying
if you got a crazy vape, send it in.
yeah, I will trade my
I'm
we'll
willing
trade
to.
airsoft stuff for.
I'm willing to trade a Polish Star for a vape or a fucking Xbox.
All right, guys, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for listening.
dealing with us.
If you somehow made it through this, I just want you guys to know that school friends come and go, but airsoft buddies are forever.
Yo.
Yeah.
So please remember that. Everybody, thank you so much. Have a good night, and or a good day, whatever you guys are watching this at. And that's it.
Woo woo!
This is